Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So today I am finally reviewing the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette, which looks like this. So you guys know I'm obsessed with this palette. I've been using it like crazy. So I am going to swatch it, and I will also include pictures of each individual shadow throughout the video. So let's get started. So just a quick overview about the palette. It is $59, so it is about a mid price point, I would say, for how much you get. This has 32 shadows in it with various finishes. And I would say this is probably, I'm going to tilt it down because my light's a little bright. This is probably the go-to fall palette right now. You have darks, you have purples, you have lots of browns and neutrals, and then you have these gorgeous shimmery colors all along. So I'm going to take individual pictures of each shadow and try and place them up here, or maybe just have a clip in to show you guys. But you get 32 shadows, so they're $1.84 a shadow, which is really good. So yeah, let's get started with swatches. So the first one is Pink Cream, which is right here. So let's swatch that. You can see that. It's kind of here. I don't think you're going to be able to see it because my skin, you can kind of see it right there. I'm going to go down the palette. So the next color is Crepe. And this is what I have as a base. Here's Crepe right here. And those are both mattes. The next one is Snow, and that is a shimmery white. As you can see how reflective they are. You can probably use this shadow as a highlight as well. Okay, and the next color is Tulle. Now, Tulle did get broken, not when I received the palette, because this was a gift. But it got broken from being dropped, and it kind of hit the corner, and these two broke here. So please ignore their appearance. And Tulle is also a shimmer, and it is a light pink hue. Next color I'm swatching is Tan, and is also a matte. It's just kind of a neutral color there. The next one is Toffee. It's kind of like in orange, a more orangey color, but still very soft. You guys can see that right there. And the next one is Kava, or maybe it's Sava, but this is supposed to be a shimmer shadow. And you guys can see it right there, and this falls under the kind of orangey taupey color spectrum. So that is that. And the last one in this row is Pink Bronze, which is another shimmer. So the first two rows are matte, and the second two rows are all shimmer. And there's Pink Bronze, which is a wonderful rose gold color, and one of my favorites for on my lid. So now I'm starting on these two rows, and the first color is Pecan, or Pecan, depending on how you say it. And the feeling of some of the darker mattes, here's that color right there, they feel stiff almost, I think is the word. The next one I'm swatching is Mist, which is this light gray. But as I was saying, they feel like almost like a face paint that you would have to activate. See, it's a very nice light gray. There you can see it. That you would have to like warm up a little bit, but they don't come off like that. Like when I'm touching them, they're swatching off really pigmented, but they feel just very densely packed. So the next one I am swatching is Cider, which is super shimmery, kind of medium rose gold color. And this one does just look like warm apple cider. So pretty. And the next color is Rust, which is just a rusty kind of bronzy color. And there's that. So you can see it next to Cider. It's a little bit more orangey. Alright, so the next one is Walnut, and this is another matte. And it is just a dark brown. Kind of a medium brown, actually. The next color is Vintage, and that is what I have on my lower lash. I will link the tutorial for this look down below. There's that. It's kind of an ashy brown. I think it would be a really good brow color. The next color is Bellini, and it's this peachy, shimmery orange. Just swatch that. You guys can see. I'm sorry, it's because my light's so close. And the last one is Rose Quartz. And this is a darker shimmer. And I'm going to put it near my wrist. And can you guys see that? There is that. So now I'm going to swatch Dusty Mauve, which is this kind of, well, it's a dusty mauve color, but it's that color you see on Instagram that is like a pink, that you see it on Instagram all the time. People have it on, and it looks so smooth, and it's the perfect mauve. So the next one I am swatching is Hickory, and it's this deep brown, and it's what I have on my lash. There is that one. I'm putting them on my arm now because my hands were being a little red. Then we have Brown Sugar, which is this dark, which is basically just kind of the shimmery version of Hickory. There is that super pretty color. And then we have Olive, which is kind of a dark brown, not really an olivey green, like the name would suggest. So there is Olive. The next color is Violet Gray, which looks beautiful with Dusty Mauve. I'm going to swatch that there. And the next color is Maple. These two are mattes, and Maple is kind of a medium brown tone. I'm making a mess. The only thing I don't like about this palette is that it's white. It looks so dirty all the time. Next color is Sequoia. Just going to swatch that. There's that. And then we have Dark Roast, which is almost black. When you swatch some of the shadows, they kind of get chunky, but they don't apply like that. So there is Dark Roast. So now we have the last two rows, and I'm going to start with Eggplant, which also looks amazing with Dusty Mauve. It's a wonderful dark purple, which is something I like about this palette, that it has neutrals, darks, and some purples. Then we have Bark, which is the darkest brown in the palette. Actually, Hickory is probably the darkest. So there's that. Wonderful crease colors in here. Then we have Glacier, which is my holy grail gray. I love this metallic shimmer. So gorgeous. And then we have Pomegranate, which is this bright kind of red. So pretty for the holidays. I should have used that color today. I also used Bark in my crease. Then we have one of my favorite inclusions in this palette, and that is Dark Navy. I love this color because sometimes you want a dark look, but you don't want it to be black. And this is just a navy blue, and it's so pretty. I love this color, and I love the way it looks on my skin tone. Then, of course, in every palette, you have a black, and this is Jet Black. Pretty self-explanatory, and this is a very opaque black. I'm going to kind of blend it out a little bit. And you guys can see it doesn't lose any of its pigmentation. Then we have Deep Fog, which is another super shimmery color. It's a very deep gray. I'm just going to sweep this along. I'd say this one's probably the most glittery, and it might just be because it's kind of a gunmetal. And the last one is Licorice, and this is a sparkly black color with purple reflect. So there's that. So as I said, the palette retails for $59. You can find it on eBay for less as a holiday kind of thing. But yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is that it is white, but I do like the gold lettering. And Ink X Sparkage is the one who always talks about the palettes not standing up on their own. I do wish it stood up on its own, but it's got a super, super big mirror. So yeah, it's really good for travel, has a magnetic closure so it won't pop open, and it's cardboard, but it's pretty durable. So that is it. Hopefully this video is not too long, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will leave the link to this tutorial down below, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.